before. I'm gonna say it once again, don't you call no more.
Hey.
My girl is lying next to me. Do you think this is a game? Why you testing me?
Let me stop. You okay?
Hey, never hear me complain about what I ain't got. Cause if I want it, I'ma go get it. Yeah. Hey, never.
What's up, everybody? It's your guy, Kerry Hughes, Ego Wilson, here with another episode of Drinks and Discussions, where we're going to discuss some adult topics. We're going to enjoy ourselves. There's no rules, there's no regulations. We just talk. I got my beautiful and handsome cast over here, and now I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm LaMonica Smalls and Smile Smalls on Facebook.
What's up? It's your boy 50. We ready?
Hey, that's the cool brother over there. My man is so smooth, so smooth. I gotta get my game up so I can be like that. But what we're gonna do again, we're gonna discuss topics, and once again, you know, this thing has led to men and women, and that's one of the hot topics, you know, and I think that's always going to be a hot topic for the simple fact that, you know, we're always here together, we're always having conversations, and we need to understand each other. Now, is that shit going to happen? I doubt it, but let's talk about it. So let's get on with our first topic, and Monica, we're going to let you kick this thing off.
I just want you to know, y'all in the hot seat tonight, okay? We're gonna gang up on you. Because I'm gonna start with this question. Why is it hard for men to be and stay? Y'all heard that, right? Stay. S-T-A-Y.
You must be not from Charleston. You can spell.
How you gonna talk with people from Charleston?
Hey, y'all forgive me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where you from?
Don't worry about that.
You from Georgia in the country somewhere?
I'm from Mars. Men are from Mars. Women are from Venus.
And he's such an anus. All right. So, why is it hard for men to be and stay in a monogamous relationship?
Why do you think so?
Why do I think so?
Yes, why do you think so?
Because I think it's just in y'all nature. I think it's in y'all nature to cheat. Seriously. You know how, like, a pit bull is just a pit bull? You know, when you see a pit bull, you know that they got a mean streak. You know what I mean? It's just meant for y'all to cheat. I think it's just designed in y'all. It's designed in y'all to do it.
Good 50, go ahead and take that, man. Take that, brother.
I mean, if you honestly think that way, why are you getting upset if the man cheats?
Oh, man.
You said it's designed in them.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Oh, she ain't mad.
I'm mad.
You okay if your man cheats?
No. If I'm okay with it?
She just say she ain't mad.
If he cheat, guess what? He ain't my man. He ain't my man.
That ain't a relationship.
Okay.
That is a relationship.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer this question. This is from my perspective. You know what? Black men, we don't cheat.
Lies. Y'all cheat better than anybody.
What?
Not bad, I'm gonna say more.
I heard this on the internet. We exercise options. We exercise options. But to keep it real, I think that the reason why some men lose interest is not necessarily, you know, the man all the time. Because I can say for myself, I don't like chaos. And I mean, I'm gonna keep it buck now, because women are emotional creatures. So you guys, and not all of you, I'm just speaking generally, you don't mind chaos. You like to keep stuff going. You have arguments with your girlfriends, you have arguments with your family, and blah, blah, blah. Dudes, we tend to be like, you know what, now there's some emotional dudes out there too.
You're light skinned.
She said light skinned. But, you know, I can say for myself, no, I don't like chaos. So if you bring chaos to me, no, you got to go the other way. Because my life is peaceful. I enjoy my peace, and I will not let anybody disturb my peace.
So wouldn't you know that she's a dramatic, chaotic person before you get in a relationship with her?
No.
Yes,
You don't.
you would.
No,
Yes,
you don't. No. You don't know that all the time because some people give you what's called a representative.
That's why you're supposed to date and get to know them.
That's right.
But you
That's
still
why-
may be dating the representative.
That's why
Right.
you continue to date. That's why you date before you get in a
10,
relationship.
15 years of dating.
God damn it, it seems like that's how long it got to be nowadays. Because you have to get to know that person. When you dating, before you get in a relationship, you're
Oh, we
supposed
got somebody
to,
coming to the hot seat.
you're supposed to know how that person responds when they're angry,
That's
how
right.
that person responds under pressure, how they respond stress. You got to know, else you're going to get surprises when you get in a relationship and then shit ain't going to work out.
But I've known people that been in relationships for, 20, 30 years. And they still go through the same thing. I mean, I think that's just,
You got to ask why they still in the relationship.
Exactly.
well, just because they go through that doesn't mean they don't necessarily shouldn't be in a relationship because, I understand that, people's personalities are different. People deal with, situations and circumstances a different way. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't necessarily be with a person because you can resign yourself to the fact that, okay, hey, this is how this person is. And so, hey, I'm willing, I accept your flaws and I'm willing to deal with that. And I'm willing to work behind the scenes to make sure that you get the way you need to be. But that shit didn't always happen.
Well, if you're going to accept my flaws, don't complain about it.
No.
If you're going to accept my flaws, don't complain about it. Don't complain about it.
No.
If you're going
Because
to accept,
you grown, you know where you're going wrong.
yeah.
All right, so change it.
But if you know why we're
Why I
dating,
gotta just give a blanket exception to it? No, I shouldn't.
Listen, so you're in a relationship, you're dating somebody. Let's
Okay.
just say y'all dating, right?
Let's talk about it.
And this particular female that you're dating, say it's just a flaw. If she has a flaw, and you can look beyond that flaw and say, you know what, no matter what, because she only cook one day out the week. I love her. I'm gonna be with her.
Yeah, I'm gonna love you and everything, but still, I want to guide you in the right
listen,
way.
Cletus.
I'm gonna tell you what I always tell people is that you gotta teach people how to treat you. You gotta teach people how to treat you, and if you're not willing to do that, you're gonna get whatever it is you got.
You gonna let me finish what I said?
Go for it. I'm sorry.
So you
Turn the phone off.
I am, my fault. So, you always messing me up. So, anyway, you meet this person, they have a flaw. They have a flaw, right? And at the end of the day, they have that flaw, and you look past it. You address it to her, she doesn't change. You get in a relationship with her. And she still got that flaw. You decide to marry her. Then when shit start going bad, you won't bring up that flaw. You never should have married her if you gonna keep bringing it up. You accepted it. You accepted it from the beginning. That flaw was there from the beginning. So why did you stay involved with this person if you did not like that flaw? If that flaw was, you know what I'm saying, so bad.
The flaw might not be a deal breaker. It might just be something I want you to work on.
So
Because
don't-
like me, I got my flaws.
So don't get in a relationship until the flaws work.
No, you can't do
Yeah,
that
because if that flaw isn't worked out, or that flaw has not changed, or they haven't made corrections before you get in a relationship, then that flaw is going to always be an issue. That flaw is going to always be an issue.
Hey,
That's like saying you dating and you know he cheating. You know he cheating. But guess what? You caught him cheating. 4 or 5 months later, he proposed to you.
There's levels.
There ain't no levels.
No, there's
4 or
levels.
5 months later, he
There's
proposed
levels.
to you, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm so happy! Yeah, we get married." Blah blah blah. And then 3 weeks after the wedding, he laid out with Keisha.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You knew he was cheating before y'all got engaged.
But what I'm saying, there's still levels. Like I might not like that. I don't know, like
Was the level?
I might not. No, not levels of cheating. See how you took that there? No, there's not levels of cheating, but I might not like the fact that I don't know. You need the cabinet doors open. I'm not gonna, not be in a relationship with you because you need the cabinet doors open. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, hey baby, I gotta close the goddamn cabinet door sometime. So I had to come behind you and do this or pick your shit up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna not be in a relationship with you unless it's just that serious and I'm just so anal that, those things are just an absolute not for me. But
You gonna sit there and lay
No,
out with Keisha and tell
that's-
Keisha
but
she
that's-
don't close the cabinet door.
yeah. But what I'm
That's why
saying.
I'm with you, because she don't close the
No.
cabinet door.
That's why I said there's levels to it. There's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? You don't agree that there's levels to, things that you don't like in a relationship. Some things you're going to be able to deal with. Some things you're not going to be able to deal with. So there's levels to it. If you're constantly cheating, no, I'm not going to wife you. Nah, you for the streets all the way. You said, oh wow.
Double standards.
That's what
Well, hey, there are those things. But go ahead. Let's turn to the hot seat right here.
Yeah. Hey,
girl.
my name is Irene. Yeah, I'm Irene.
Make you real quiet now.
Yeah. I think it's double standards.
It's just smiling.
Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. They have money. They have money and power. He still cheated. All that. I'm talking to the mic. Is it on? Hello. Double standards. And I just think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Let's keep this thing going.
Why do men cheat? If you got a good woman, she bringing home the bacon, sexing them up, doing all that stuff, but men still want to cheat. Got a good thing going on, but he still want to creep. Why? From all that, if I'm his queen.
Women do it too.
Yeah, but men created it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so why did you say men created it?
I think because men, they do.
No,
They do.
explain. You got to give a better answer.
They do. They cheat more than women. I think
Says
we
where you get your statistics from?
Where's that
Ebony
written at?
magazine. Thank you.
That's a problem. You get it from women. That's a problem.
Why?
Okay,
we
that's the
talk,
reason
we
why
discuss
men and
stuff.
We
women-
talk too.
Why do women cheat?
Hold on, now if you going no. Hey, if you want to talk, you got to sit in the hot seat.
Okay, but she owns something.
No.
Okay, you want to sit right here? Go ahead, Mark.
Hello, my name is Marcia, and the topic is men and women cheating. My perspective on men and women cheating. Men cheat is not emotional cheating. Men cheat to feel wanted and needed. Women cheat for support. Two totally different levels to cheating. I was married for 27 years. Anybody said they was in a marriage and there was no struggle is a damn lie. It's a damn lie. But when men cheat, it's to feel wanted and needed. Women start cheating when they don't feel wanted and needed by their mate. My perspective is this: if you're not married, you're single. I don't give a shit who you are. If you're not married, you're single. Fiance, girlfriend, significant other, single people. There's no commitment there. Absolutely none whatsoever. So if you're not married and you're cheating on somebody, you're not in a committed relationship because you're not married.
So not cheating.
You're not cheating. You're meeting her representative and she is meeting his representative. You know, men seem to think now that they hold the power. Men don't hold the power. We choose men. If you don't meet a certain category, We pretty much don't want you.
No. What you control is access to sex. We control access to relationships.
No,
we do.
I totally disagree with that. Women nowadays have the power because women, one, are making just as much or not more money than men.
We don't care about your money.
You know, but we're not talking about what the individual men care about.
No,
we're not. We are not concerned. We don't care about. We don't care what men care about money. It's what we want for ourselves.
You don't care.
It's not. It's not a problem.
The problem is you don't care about what men care about. No, that's the problem. I'm gonna tell you. I know. I'm telling you as a man.
No, that's not true.
No, you can't tell me what's true for men because you're not a man. No, you're not. That's another.
A young man.
No, I'm 46 years old.
I'm
so
54 years
that
old.
doesn't matter.
It means a lot.
That doesn't matter. You're less than 10 years older than me.
But I'm 10 years older than you.
No, you're not 10 years old. But still, with that said, you can't tell a man how to feel.
You can't tell.
No. I'm not trying to tell you how a woman should feel. What I'm telling you is from a man's perspective. And you're trying to tell me.
What you trying to tell me?
Hold on, slow. You're trying to tell me from a man's perspective, and you can't do that because you're not a man.
Well, you can't tell us what we want, and you can't tell us how we feel, and you can't tell us what we need and what we want.
No, I'm not trying to tell you that.
You can't tell a woman anything. You can suggest, but you can't tell us nothing.
And I agree with that.
Because we bring life into the world, so you can only suggest.
And you're bringing life into the world.
What can you do without us?
We could do a lot of shit.
What can you
because
do?
all this shit around here, guess who built it?
What?
Men, we built this.
You think so?
We brought y'all in this world
Yeah.
and we can take y'all out.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do.
All of that.
Men are supposed to provide. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what we're supposed to do.
You're supposed to do.
And
But you're half-ass do it.
Who half-ass does it? Men.
How many?
So what you're doing right now was just what I was doing. I was speaking generally, just like you're
I was
speaking
speaking
generally.
Case in point, I lived in D.C. What's the ratio of men and women in D.C.?
I don't know.
It's very high. It's 13 women to every one man in D.C. What's the ratio
Ooh,
in
and you know what
Atlanta?
that means? I'm gonna tell you what that means. I'm gonna tell you exactly
So
what
you
that
wanna
means.
tell me what it means?
No. I'm gonna tell you what it means.
What it means.
Because facts are facts. So I can tell you facts. You know what that means?
What it means.
We got options.
Okay.
We got options. Guess what? If it's
that's
13,
how you look at it.
No, yeah,
Okay,
of course,
that's
I'm a
how you
man.
look at it.
So it's 13 men to one man in DC. So guess what? We get to choose. We got 13 different women to choose from. So if you ain't doing right, guess what? You got competition.
Okay.
You got a whole
That's
lot
how
of
you
competition.
see it. That's how you see it from the male perspective, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
I lived in D.C. 5 years.
I did too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Men see me. I don't have a problem meeting a man. So I still have options too. There may only be one man to every 13 women.
But we got way more options
But guess
than
what?
you do.
I get the pick. So if you come to me and I can say, you know what? I'll wait for the next one.
Okay. And
we're willing to wait because what we ain't gonna do is settle.
And that's fine.
You know? See? You look at it as an option. We look at it as
What you look at it as?
we look at it as if that's what the only thing I have, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna let him go to old girl over there.
So basically what you're saying is you got options too. So you ain't saying nothing different than what I'm saying.
You know, but we may have less options. You're going, well, she don't cook, she don't look right, her feet is big, she got short hair,
Her booty not big.
her booty not big, her,
But do you,
her
but
titties are fake.
actually, do you think that's the only thing that we look at when we look at a woman?
Yes.
Negative.
Okay.
Negative.
Well, the
Because
men
guess
around
what?
the corner just said
no,
different.
we got a married man right here. I've been married as well.
I was
So we-
married for 27 years.
Yeah. Are you married now?
My husband passed away 5 years ago.
Got you.
If he wasn't here,
Are you married now?
my husband is deceased.
Are you married now?
No,
Are you planning on getting married again?
no,
Why not?
because I have to wait till I'm 55 in a day.
Now see, that's the bullshit right there. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
You know, but I can get married, but I choose to wait.
How do you know you can get married?
I can get married if I want to. I can get married today if I want
Yeah,
to.
you can get married to anybody. I mean, but
Exactly.
is it a guy that's worth anything?
If
Is there anybody courting you right now that's worth anything?
I'm not courting anybody.
Okay, so again, is there anybody that's courting you that's worth anything?
I'm not out there. I haven't.
You don't have to be
I
courted.
I haven't presented myself to do that.
Okay, so you
I haven't
really,
presented
so you
myself
really
wrong.
can't talk.
I can't talk
I mean, you can say what you want to say, but at the end of the day,
because
there's
it's
nobody.
a choice for me.
If there's
It's
no
a
man,
choice
if
for
there's
me.
no man of value that's courting you for marriage, then you really don't have anything to talk about.
I have a lot to say because just because a man want me doesn't mean that I want him.
But you don't want anybody right now.
I don't want anybody right now because
All right,
I
then,
have
so-
choices.
So you,
I have choices. I choose not to.
That don't make sense.
I choose not to.
You have options. People want to, but you choose not to.
I choose not to. You know, I choose not to.
Investment. I got you. Investment. I got you.
I bring a lot to the table, so why should I settle?
What you bring to the table?
I bring a lot to the table.
What you bring to the table?
I bring a lot to the table.
What's a lot?
Everything.
No. No. Because right now, what you sound like is you don't know what you bring to the table. What do you bring? What do you bring to the table for a man? Now, what do you bring to the table for a
I
man?
bring everything. I bring everything. Stability.
Stability. What else?
I bring.
You don't even know what you bring to the table.
Trust me.
No, you don't know what you. No,
I do.
talk that talk.
I bring a lot to the table.
What do you bring to the table for a man? What do you know that man wants and what he needs?
Men look for stability. Men look
What else? There's more.
Men look for stability. Men look for a woman that will support them. You know, mentally, physically. You know, that's what they look for.
What else? There's more.
A woman that's smart. A woman that's going to be there for them. There ain't no man looking for no damn gold digger anymore. They ain't looking for no woman like that.
I don't think we've ever been looking for gold diggers.
Dude, that's a lie. Everybody looking for somebody that's pretty. Pretty don't pay the bills.
So everybody's.
If you break
Hold
your
up.
leg tomorrow, your gorgeous wife, you know, that's walking around with diamonds dripping and Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Fendi.
Will she be there? That's what you're asking?
Exactly.
Maybe she will.
Maybe.
Maybe she will.
Maybe.
And
Maybe not.
And maybe a
You
woman
may-
that.
you may not
I
be
can say the same
financially-
thing.
or
I
she
can say
may
the
leave
same.
you.
I can say the same thing for a woman that doesn't have that. She might not be there either.
Well, that's what anything. Just like when a man comes
All right,
to my,
so
what
what
does
we
a man
talking
bring
about?
for a man that's courting me? What is he bringing to my table? What can he do for me?
That you're not doing for yourself.
So that's a question that you have to answer. That's,
Exactly.
That's not.
Hence-
I
hence
take
why
that was a rhetorical question. That wasn't a
single.
question for me to answer, right?
You know, that's why I'm single. Because all you've been doing all night is someone asks you a question, you present it back in a question. You can't answer the question with a question.
I'm
That's what
answering-
you've been doing.
No, you hadn't answered. You hadn't asked me a question. Your question was rhetorical. It wasn't
All
something
the
I.
questions everybody been throwing at you all night. Didn't I say every day?
What?
He's been sitting here all night. He's been answering everybody's question with a question.
Well, ask me a question. I'll give you an answer.
What do you asked me? I said, what do a man bring to the table? You said, what do you bring to the table?
Because I asked you the question first, and you answered the question with a question.
Next question.
So we'll rewind.
You're in
this.
circles. You're in circles. Then you want to jump to, well, I'm married. Well, I've been married. You're not married now.
I'm not married. Who? I didn't say I'm married. I said I was
You
married.
said two people.
He did say he was here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I said I was married. Well, there's two people sitting at the table that are married.
What?
What did he say?
Okay. All right.
Can I ask you a question,
Let's
Carrie?
go
He
for
said
it.
there
Go
was
for
two
it.
people at the table that was married.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Carrie,
Go for it.
what can you
Carrie's on that
bring
bullshit.
to a woman?
Now I can answer the question.
He's on that bullshit.
What can you bring to a
I
woman?
answered that question. Sounds very emotional just now, especially when you left. But I will say this: I can answer this question, you know, specifically. What do I bring to a woman?
Yeah.
Number one, I bring everything a man can bring to a woman.
No, you don't.
And what?
What is that?
Now she gonna tell me she doesn't even know me. She gonna say no, you don't. But anyway, so I definitely bring that stability. You know, I'm a man of means.
Got good job, got good credit.
If you want to talk, come sit in the hot seat. I can tell you, yes, I do have a great job. Actually, I own multiple businesses. I'm a CEO. Yes, I am actually.
Okay, well, I come to the table then. Now you on my level. 'Cause I'm a millionaire too.
So now I'm on your
I'm a
level.
multi-millionaire, so now we can talk.
Awesome. But yes, I definitely bring stability. You know, I put a woman at peace when she's in my presence. I make sure that she has what she needs to have to be taken care of.
What she needs
Yes,
or what she wants.
some of what she wants. I'm very consistent. For example, there's a lot of things that go into consistency. But 50, go ahead, 50.
Is this the dating game?
I know, right? Because it looks like I'm maybe getting some eyes over here. Goddammit.
But like when you talk about what he brings to the table, let's get deep. You know, to my business.
Now, business is not the only thing I bring to the table because the only thing the business does is this right here. No. The only thing the business does is provide stability.
That is
That's what it does. Okay? So when you come into my house, guess what? Everything is taken care of. I'm not going to pay everything for you because I don't want a woman that's not doing anything and just looking for me to take care of everything. But with that said, you're going to be taken care of. You know, I'm not gonna fuck with your mental in a negative way. I'm gonna make sure that you feel like a woman, that you're loved like a woman, that you have everything that you need. So when you look at me, you be like, you know what? That's my man. I don't want anybody else. I don't need anybody else. So that's what I bring to the table. I got kids. I've been a single father. I've been a single father for a long time.
Why are you a single father?
Why? Now I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to talk about my, about my exes. This is not the, it's not the platform for. But with that said, I take care of my kids. I love my kids. And so if she got kids, if I decide to do that, I will love your kids just the way that I love my kids. So I bring everything to you so you don't have to go anywhere else. That's what I bring to the table as a man. You see how I answer that question? Because I'm very specific. I'm very specific, and I'm very intentional about everything that I do in my life, and that's what real men do.
And as they should.
You want me to pick the panties up?
We got him to answer a question.
What's the next question?
Next question is, why do men quit romancing you once they get you?
What's up with all these men questions?
There's a lot of man bashing going on tonight.
But
We're trying to get clarity of y'all.
We with it. We got it.
Y'all got it?
We got it.
So,
Come on, 50, answer the question.
why do men quit romancing women once they get you?
I have no idea. I've never done this.
Good answer.
Hey, I mean, as a woman, women tend to stop doing the things that
They were doing it in the beginning.
right.
Of what women stop.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, as a man, let's just say you're getting ready to call it a night. You got all this stuff wrapped around your head. You got this long.
Who want to see all of that?
Yeah.
What, a woman in a moo sexy? I don't know. Y'all talking about shoes.
That's section of who?
You buy the right moo.
Well,
I know I look cute.
ask for a man's advice, and then we give you what we don't like, and then you
But
argue with it.
that's why
That's
just your
why, man.
opinion.
Hold on.
The
You
need-
argue
the
with
need
it. That's
to
why
be-
a man
the need
stop
to be
being
right.
romantic. I always want to argue.
The need to be right. Superficial.
I can't answer for every man. Now, it could be multiple things. I don't know. Maybe it's the man. Maybe, is it all going to resort back to the cheating thing again? Because we didn't cover this topic like 50, 11 times.
I'm tired of talking about you. Y'all just do it.
The best advice I could give to a woman is to keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you was doing together.
Right. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's not reciprocated, then maybe you need to talk about it.
True.
You need to find out what's going on. What's up? This is what I like. In every relationship, is some people may not like this, but you actually have to teach somebody how to love you, how to treat you. So,
Yes, ma'am.
right. You can't expect a man to always know exactly what you want.
And you know what, 50? Hey, we were just talking about this earlier. We were talking about love languages.
Right.
5 love languages. All right, so you have to communicate with your partner what your particular love language is. And if you're not willing to have that kind of communication with your partner, then that's a fault on your part because you're not letting that person know what you want. If you expect them to understand what you want and you don't communicate to them, that's a problem. And men, we get that a lot. Where you should have known, you should have done. Well, babe, did we ever had this conversation before when I didn't do it? Or did you just say, you know what? He didn't do it, so I don't like it. So F him. You know? Now,
I mean,
I'm pretty
and
sure
just because you had that conversation, that
it ain't gonna
doesn't
get right
necessarily
the first
mean it's
time all
gonna
the
get
time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Not 100% of the time. I mean, you know, every relationship is a give and take. You know, some things
It's reciprocal.
yeah. I mean, I just feel myself, just my opinion, relationship is something that you're never going to 100% fully work out to whereas, you know, you're going to get everything that you wanted in a relationship.
But I
You
think
know?
that's what compromise coming in. You gotta compromise for now. But when you get down to 20%, I expect them to give you down to 20%.
That's right there. A level of expectation.
Right?
And I think
But if he give you that other 20 and you still giving him the 80, you still at that same, you
I
basically,
might not have it to give.
but
when
you
I
still
get
good.
it, he
You
can
got the
have
same
it.
spot you were in when he was giving it.
Right. But if I don't have it to give, he should know me well enough to know that I would give it to him if I had it. But if I don't have it to give, he gonna have to wait like I had to wait.
And as long as you're willing to do that, you know, you're willing to understand, you know, that this person doesn't have it right now. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. Sometimes you got to work in the background to create the relationship that you want, you know. And a lot of things that we talk about, not a lot of things that we talk about, everything that we talk about, it comes out of our mouth. And we were talking about this earlier. Be impeccable with your words, because your words can create the greatest dream, or it can create your worst nightmare. So you got to pick your poison, and so you can't, you know, have all of these negative thoughts and expect somebody else to, you know, to ride with that. So you got to put the work in. So if you're not willing to put the work in, you're not gonna get the results that you want. So, but anyway, you know, we done killed this conversation. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a little break, and we'll probably do some little talking between the break. But I appreciate everybody's comments. You know, this was a good section right here. Again, we're going to take a little break, and we'll come back and we'll get back to it.
Go get the table for us. That's my contribution.
See, that's the difference. Men bring the table.
I'll tell you exactly why you can't bring the table.
Why?
Because I got it. Oh, okay. I got it. You can't bring the table to me. I got it. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me keeping it, because I got it, and I always have it. I always will.
So when can she ever, what will make her feel like it's ours and not yours?
Yeah.
Because you said I. Everything you say is I. I do this. So when does it become ours?
Right. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what happened. The thing is this right here. When shit go to hell.
When she go to hell?
When who face? Hey, no. You see what I'm saying? So who face y'all? Hey, who face y'all looking up in to fix it?
Hey,
Your man. And that's his job to fix it. That's his job to fix it.
Why y'all can't fix it together?
But sometimes it's not that case all the time.
Never standards. No standards right there for real, for real.
Fix that
How do you
table.
mean?
After he done fixed that table 3 times,
Yes.
you gonna, what you say?
Yes, he's
I'm
supposed
gonna
to
get
leave.
another table.
Yeah.
But I mean, if feeling equipped to
Oh,
lead.
did you
Exactly.
say? Oh, did you say mentor?
No, I
Oh,
did
I thought you
not.
said mentor.
No.
Mentor.
A woman will submit to a man who she feels is equipped to lead.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
So
what
that's
she
why-
submits to.
so
I don't
that's
care
why-
who it
so-
is.
so
If
that's-
she thinks he's equipped, she will follow him.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why you gotta have. That's why.
Okay, welcome back to Drinks and Discussions. We are going to talk about another subject. This is question number 760. And I want y'all to know that last discussion we had was very intense.
Yes.
Save you.
Very.
Okay, so question number 760. A couple is married for 6 years. They have 2 kids. They live in the same house that he was raised in as a child, that was left to him by his deceased parents, and he puts the wife on the deed to show his love. The wife has a gambling problem that causes them to begin having financial problems. The husband takes on a second job to help control the debt and pays all the expenses in the household. In doing so, he meets a co-worker whom sometime later they have a fling after work and she gets pregnant. His wife finds out about the infidelity, divorces him, gets the childhood home left to him by his parents, and a huge support check for the kids. Should she at least let him have the home since it was the one he was raised in?
Yes. Yes.
I say she.
Who say no?
I think he should get. She shouldn't get that house.
No. She should.
She should. No.
I don't think she deserves that.
No.
Brought that to the table. So
No.
And
No.
she gets enough money to get her own house, but her own gambling debt causes her not to do that because that means she is irresponsible.
He had a bad lawyer.
Yeah, he had a bad lawyer.
He had a bad lawyer.
Yeah, you're right. He had a bad
He
lawyer.
had a bad lawyer.
Right. And hey, I'm a firm believer in this. Everything that you had prior to being married, you should keep that. Hey, you go your way, I'll go my way. And whatever, yes, definitely a prenup. Definitely a prenup. And everything that you accumulated together during the marriage, then that's what should be split. And I understand, you know what, sometimes it could be a man or a woman. They don't put in the same effort during the marriage as far as, you know, building the finances. But if you choose that person to be your partner and, you know, you're going through life with that person, then yeah, you know, those are things that you probably should split. And I'm cool with that. But everything that you had beforehand, because you know what? Nobody's getting anything that I had before I got married. Negative. Not going to happen. Forget that.
If I was to get married, I
You got
would
somebody
move
in,
in
you got
his
somebody in the
house.
hot seat once again.
If we get married, then we're moving into our house. I'm not moving into your place.
That's easier said than done.
Well, that's
I disagree with that.
Now that is easier said than
a
done
house-
because you can be in a relationship where, you know, not everybody's making enough money necessarily to go and buy another house just because you got married. So what you have at that particular
you
time,
shouldn't have a big wedding, and you need to get a house.
well, no, you may not have a big win, but guess what? The average, the average person makes around $40,000 in the U.S. That's the average salary in the U.S. That's statistics. So
That's not true because they're not making $40,000 in DC. That's not the average.
no. You said DC. We talking about average in the U.S. The average.
That's not 40,000. Is not the average.
Hold on. How y'all gonna say it? Did y'all check the statistics?
Yes.
Where did you find your statistics? Where did you find?
Yes. 40,000.
So what do you think the average? What do you think the average salary? It might be between $40,000 and $50,000. Where did you find your statistics?
Well, according to CNN and
According to CNN.
well, what is it? I watch it every day. I watch it. It's $50,000.
So even if you say, I said between $40,000 and $50,000. If you say between $40,000 and $50,000, both of y'all making, you know, $40,000, you making $50,000. That may not necessarily be enough to buy, you know, a new. That might not be enough to buy a new house. So somebody may have to move in with somebody.
That's $19,000 a year
Or an apartment, whatever.
after taxes.
But even an apartment, I mean, come on, if you got a house, why you want to go and move into an apartment? Just because somebody else, you know, because it's his or it's hers?
Well, again, that's something that you would talk about before you get married.
I
Well,
agree.
my thing is this. Let's back all the way up. Why I jumped in the hot seat is how we feel about prenups. Let's start there.
No, let's not change the question.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing because it grows. Because we said if we're coming together and now we're married and we're joining assets, right? And you said we're together now and we're building from this point and we're moving forward, right?
Yeah.
And the question was, she took
I got you.
You know, she took the
Yeah.
home.
So the average person don't have enough to even think about a prenup.
Right. Well,
No, the average person doesn't.
yeah.
This man obviously loved his wife.
Right.
He wanted her to feel secure in a relationship, so he put her on the deed. But he's also an enabler because I'm sure her gambling problem did not start the day after they got married.
Right.
And then you're going to go get a second job to continue to enable her to put you in debt? You deserve what you got. You should have kept your penis in your pants.
And he accepted her flaw of gambling. He shouldn't have married him.
Well, no, that's not fair. That's not a true statement because he said she didn't incur the gambling issue until after they got married. That's the question. After
But you don't think there was
they
no
got
signs,
married.
no signs. It was signs.
There's not always signs. There's not always signs.
I mean,
because
you know-
we grow and we evolve and we do
Right.
different things. So there's not always.
Playing,
Right.
You
playing
got,
bingo.
you got. Hey, no, you got people that incur. You know, they incur like I don't know, drug habits after
Right. After.
they get married
Right.
or they're in a relationship.
Right.
There's not necessarily a preconceived thing that where you know what I'm saying you're gonna know that this person is
Right.
gonna incur
That's
a
what we
drug
said
habit.
after.
Stuff happens.
Right, because like we said, I think the ladies are in consensus that she should not take ownership of that house. You know, and that house should be with him.
Unjust don't prosper.
You know, and
What's unjust?
Because you know what's going to happen is because she got this debt, she got this whole gambling issue. Guess what? If she gets the house, 9 times out of 10 she's going to lose the house.
exactly.
She's gonna lose the house because
Yeah.
she's a gambler. The
Right.
deed's gonna be on somebody's table.
He met that woman on that second job trying to support the house.
No, he went to the second woman because the second woman gave him comfort. And she gave emotional comfort, and that was a soft place for him to land at that particular time. That's why he's with the second woman, because she gave him emotional support that the wife wasn't giving him.
So let me ask you this question. So, and I'm not saying that you're wrong because I actually agree with you. Is that a valid reason for him to cheat?
No,
Not
it's
a
not.
but it's understandable.
Yes, but it's not.
No, it's not understandable. It's just that we know why you cheated.
It's a reason.
It's a blurry line.
Well,
Blurry line.
it's a reason.
Because it's kind of like if your man beats you, right?
Shit, no, he dying.
No. She said, shit, no, he died. But what I'm saying is, if a man put hands on you, is that a valid reason for you to go to another man?
No, he dying.
No.
No, he's dying. I'm not thinking about that.
I understand your
It's a
feelings.
valid reason to leave.
Yeah, it's a valid reason to leave. Exactly.
I'm
And
helping
so the situation with old boy in the house and her gambling debt, that's a valid reason for him to leave.
He had a choice.
Yeah.
Right.
He made the wrong
He
choice.
made the wrong choice. I agree.
Yeah, and it's all in choices.
There's levels.
Yes.
Once
But you
again,
know,
there's levels.
Me speaking, me personally, and we have this conversation with some friends, because it happened to some of my friends. Me personally, that couldn't happen to me. If I found out that my significant other, me and my husband, because you know, my thing is from day one, if you're dating, fiance, girlfriend, you're not married, you're single. Ain't that right?
Exactly.
That's our thing. If you're not married, you are single. That's our thing.
I concur.
In our group. If you're, that's it, period. You're either married or you're single.
So if you meet a guy and he's dating somebody or in a relationship with somebody, you consider him single and you deal with him?
I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that. But really speaking, you're either married or you're single. Everything else is a choice, and it's up to you to make that decision if you want to be a part of that nightmare. You know, but that's real talk. If you go to court, oh, that was my boyfriend. Ain't no benefits of being a side chick, a girlfriend, or a fiance. Ain't no benefits, and none of that is gonna get you anything in a court of law.
Bet she's smart and she put her name on that deed.
No, but that's what. No, but you're a girlfriend. But that's property. That's a contract.
Yeah.
That's a contract. But if you go to court and say, well, we got a child together, he don't owe you anything.
He
You just
told me
paying
he gonna
child
take
support.
care of me. Nobody cares.
That's it. He ain't obligated to do nothing for the girl. He just obligated to pay child support. You still out there.
Make sure your name on the will, huh?
You know?
Smart.
You know, so as in relationships and when it comes to evaluating your worth, being male or female, it is definitely a conversation in levels of expectations and what you want. Really, expectations and what you want. You know, for me, it was a little different because my experiences are a lot different, you know, because I was in the military for 27 years. 24 years in the military. So my experiences will be totally different from other relationships and marriages and things of that nature. You know, military only recognizes two things: married or you're single.
Right. And you're 100% correct. I was in the military as well, so I definitely get it. So, Monica, what else we got? She's thinking hard on this one. You don't like this one. Let's see what we got. What we got?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But they ain't even here. I'll do this one. What does it mean? What does it mean exactly when men say be discreet when establishing a relationship? That mean don't tell their business because he won't cheat.
No. I can tell you. No. I could talk about this one from personal.
It was a joke.
I know it was.
It was a joke.
But your friends might not think, not your friends, but they might not think so. But hey, I can answer this one very good. You should be discreet in a relationship, and when you say discreet, that doesn't necessarily mean hiding the person, because like nowadays we got social media, and one of the things that a lot of people like to do, I've been there myself. You post your relationship all on social media. Sometimes you do need to be discreet in that area. Not everybody needs to know what you got going on. You know, if you're not a public facing couple, like, you know, the situation that I had, we were a public facing couple. You know, we had stuff on, you know, the reality show, all this other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We were a public facing couple. So yeah, it was fine then. But the average person, you don't need to be telling everybody who you with, what you're doing, where you are, blah, blah, blah. Nah, keep your relationship discreet. Because the next thing you know, somebody gonna be jumping in your inbox and, you know, because they can be like, you know what? Oh man, this man is a good man. He's a dope man, or she's a dope female, whatever. Let me see if I can get some of this. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, somebody just said jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy. And hey, that's
why you don't brag about
But it seems like it's the women who don't understand that part of it.
No, I don't think women.
I seen a lot of women post relationships that's 2-3 weeks old.
Oh, the man is right there.
6 weeks later, you can't find pictures gone.
No.
Because after she posted, Keisha popped in the inbox and was like, oh, we just been together last night. That's your man.
But
So that ain't ever happened.
That ain't a lot of times.
You gotta keep your stable in check, goddammit.
Yeah. Sometimes it ain't the Keishas. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the Pauls. The Pauls in her inbox. Oh man, that dude, he da. I mean, it's just
that happens.
Learn.
The link don't snuck in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, and he bringing up shit from goddamn high school. That's 15, 20 years ago.
I ain't posting nobody else on no social media or nothing like that. Y'all wanna know who I'm dating, who I'm with. Not gonna happen anymore.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I never would reach that level at a certain age.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like taking pictures. I don't, you know, my wife is 30 pictures a day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I know at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You know what she's doing. You know, you good.
I walk in there just now. She talking to 3 dudes at the bar. Hey, we going home in a little while. That's all.
Hey, that's a confident man. You know what you got.
No, it's just my wife.
It's just an understanding.
She's a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's that. I think
for somebody in her profession, for me to, man, come on, man, it ain't gonna work like that.
I don't think it has anything to do with her being a businesswoman. I think it's the confidence in you and you have in her, and that y'all have together.
That's an understanding.
You know, that you're not worried about that because you know you love her and she loves
Every
you.
day they know what time it is.
So you're confident in who you are and who she is. So that doesn't bother
Yeah,
you.
because I'm gonna leave her ass here in a little while. I'm going home. to the house.
You're gonna leave her ass in a little while.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's great. You know, I really do, and I can respect that.
But you know what? Hey, sometimes, and I'm gonna tell you, sometimes it's like this right here. If you get with somebody that's not a public-facing person, they don't have anything going on in the public. They tend not to understand how you move in the public. Because you do a lot of networking. I don't care how much conversation. I don't care how much conversation you have. Some people just not going to understand. You know, just like you said, Fiddy. Your wife is talking to a couple dudes, right? Some dudes not going to be comfortable with that because they're not public facing. They don't understand how that stuff works. They don't understand networking. But the only way, it's not just, I mean, yeah, as long as they understand, you're right. But a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, if you got a profession where you're public facing, man, you got to be public facing. You got to talk to people because that's how you make your money. Now, if you want to be in a poorhouse because you don't want nobody talking to your old lady, you don't want to talk to no other females, she don't want you talking to nobody, and that's how you make your money, then you go for it. I mean, for me, it's not gonna happen.
Well, that's twofold too, because if she is a businesswoman and she's talking to the public, she has to build that certain level of respect for herself. You know, so she has to put out there, this is what I do, this is my living, this is my business. However, I'm married and I'm spoken for, and I love my husband. So when you speak to me, you have to dress me and treat me accordingly.
But that doesn't happen all the time. I can tell you in business, that's not something that you want to discuss all the time. Your relationship. Oh, well, I'm married, so we can't have this. You know.
But the way she carries herself, and they know.
Yeah,
trust
but
me, people,
sometimes
people
you
know
just,
her. When
right.
she get approached, people already know who she is.
Yeah, but still,
they already know.
Not all the time.
See,
not all the time.
Like the young lady was saying here, like, you know, she talked to dude, hey, my husband will fuck you up.
Exactly. They already know who she is. They already know who she's married to. They already know who she is.
Not all the time.
I will move a whole lot
Trust
of
me,
people.
Charleston is this big.
No, you talking. No, see, that's
This
like
is this big.
no. What you talking? You're talking very small-minded. Because I travel the world doing what I do. So not everybody gonna know that I'm married. I mean, that I'm with someone or whatever the case is. So I get out there and I have my conversation. I don't have to
Say we
tell.
on social media.
Say again.
If you're on anything social media, I would do HR. I can find out everything about you. Everything. In a span of 30 minutes.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I seriously doubt that because
Okay.
guess what? I'll tell you why I do that. Because
Okay.
guess what? I work in counterintelligence and I work in an HR company. I own an HR company. So I know all the ins and outs.
I have a top secret
So
employee, so what
I do as well.
So you already know what we can
But
do.
that doesn't mean you can find everything by that. But with the,
Everything.
I got a spider man
But
ring.
anyway.
Everything. So you
Go
already
ahead,
know
go
what we
ahead,
can
go
do.
ahead. That's not,
I got
doesn't work
Superman
like
I
that.
thought so. You already know what we can do.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it does. I do
got
it
a
every day.
Superman Dakota ring. Y'all
Just because you don't have
intelligence.
access to it, don't mean that I don't have access to it.
Dakota ring.
You sit there. You sit there in 30 minutes.
Y'all want to discuss this over a cocktail?
Club don't close till 12.
Love don't close 12. But anyway, what's the next question?
That
What
would
we
be a
got?
waste
What we
of
got?
time
What we
to
got?
discuss.
That remind me of
You don't know me.
Mr.
At
and
all.
Mrs. Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that
At
movie.
all.
Hold on. Hey. Okay. How do we refocus the culture to recognize the importance of reclaiming stability for how we see it?
I need that question to be broken down a little bit more.
I write it.
No, not from you. Who wrote that question? Is it somebody out here wrote that question?
How do we refocus the culture?
How do we refocus the culture? What part of the culture?
I understand. You
You understand it? Yeah. Okay.
It's a listen, like you guys were talking. You got social media, you got television, you got movies. All of that shit got up and coming adults attention. They don't understand that people make movies, they do things on social media, just, you know what I'm saying, for I wouldn't even say likes, it's for your attention, and and it fucks up your way of thinking until you get to a certain age where you say, you know what, for the past 10 years I've been thinking like this. Now that I've hit reality, I got a family, I got bills, I got mortgage, whatever. I gotta refocus. It's gonna be a learning thing. I don't think we can sit and talk to the kids or the younger generation till we're blue in the face about it, but until they actually have to go through it.
Right about that, Bo. Right
We're
about
raising
that.
our children. It's Facebook raising our children. Social media raising our children. It's not that.
Do you have? Yeah, right. That's exactly right. And you know, they as now kids, they don't let us know everything like how, you know, back in the days, you know, you asked to go somewhere, you know, you asked if somebody can come over, you know, the shit's basically out the window for the most part. You know, kids pulling up in BMWs now. Come on, let's go. Then you find out about it. You know, so it's like all we can do is teach the responsibility to our kids. Right, exactly. All of that, and once they leave the nest, we hope they carry that with them. Some don't, some do. But there's going to be a point in time we got to know that, hey, I did what I had to do. Before you put me in a grave behind this bullshit you're doing, you got to take responsibility. Right, you know what I'm saying?
It's ingrained in them. It's up to them to choose to utilize the information that you gave them as they were growing up. And but I totally agree with what you said, because they have so many different influences. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have social media. Yeah, we had TV, but still, TV was different. But still, you know, we had people at home that would pull your coattail if you was on some bullshit. Like right now, we don't even know what our kids are looking at when they're in their rooms by themselves. We have zero clue.
Right.
There's so many different influences. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. There's so much information going on out there. And now I'm with it. I understand it. I see it all too, but I don't know what they're looking at, and I don't know how they're processing that. And so when it comes down to culture, you know, as somebody just mentioned, hey, it's about what you do inside your house, and we can do everything that we need to do and teach them what they need to know inside the house. But once they get out there, it's a whole different it's a whole different story. It's a different world out there. And we just hope that, you know, the things that we taught them and that they know that's ingrained in them, that they utilize that when they're out in the world. Now, a lot of times it don't happen because a lot of kids, you know, they be like, you know what, hey, I got to experience this for myself to understand. But goddamn, if I done told you, I done been through it, I done done it, and I don't want you to go through it, why you got to experience it? But there ain't nothing you can do except for just hope and pray that, you know, they do the right thing.
My granny and my mom always used to tell me, I'm 47 years old, and one thing they always used to say is trouble is easy to get into,
Hard to get out of it.
hard to get out.
Lord, it's hard to get out because, hey, I've been there, done that myself. You could probably look at my record and I got a couple things.
You know, she got security clearance.
Don't y'all check my shit.
That's easy. You don't even need a clearance behind that.
Yeah,
Just
you
go to
good.
Facebook.
Hey, all I say is Google me, goddammit.
Don't Google
that's
me,
easy.
don't check
Google me.
No, we need that
My
social.
name
But
Mohammed.
I
Get that
got
real
it.
stuff.
I got it. I lived it. I've done it. And I ain't doing it no more. I'm a very humble man. No, I'm not so humble. Not so humble. And you know what? Hey, really, hey, just to bring, hey, and I mentioned the word humble, and there was a question that that I asked in D&D in Drinks and Discussions on the group, talking about being humble. And that's one of the things that us as black folks, we've been taught for a long time. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. But goddamn, how humble you going to be? We get taught, you know, hey, you get slapped on, you know, turn the other cheek. Oh, fuck that, I ain't turning the other cheek. I'm about to come. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you got.
No, sometimes. Yeah, we get this. Again, there's another thing. There's levels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with that said, one of the things is with us, We tend to be too humble. You know, we don't want to talk about what we've done, what we've accomplished, who we are. No, we should, because guess what? Everybody that we follow, that's what they do. That's why you wear their labels on your body, you know, because you want to follow what they did, what they've done, who they are. But why is it a problem if we talk about ourselves in that manner? You know, if I got a clothing line, for instance, you know, what's wrong with you saying, you know what? Hey, this is Carrie's clothing line. But you be quick to say, you know what? Hey, I got on, tell me something. I don't know what the fuck y'all wearing. Yeah, Balmain, I don't know, I got on a belt now. It's I don't even know what the belt is. But anyway, or we talk about Gucci or whatever. We quick to holler out Gucci and all this other stuff, but we not quick to holler out, you know, our stuff. Like my man behind the camera right now, guess what? I'm gonna holler out his stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because that's his brand. I want everybody to know that's his brand. I want him to holler it out too. Tell everybody. My business, I want everybody to know what I do. You know? I ain't gonna let everybody come in and me just be all humble, be all meek. Not gonna happen now. We gonna put this shit out there. Just like D&D. We gonna put this shit out there because this is our brand. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna blow the hell up. Period. That's what it is.
Word.
I should have dropped the goddamn mic just now.
No, you shouldn't.
No, I should.
No, because then it would break. Now.
Oh, damn.
We're gonna need mic
Okay,
next.
I'll drop the mic next time.
Next time.
I don't like social media. I think it's
Anyway,
full
that's
of
what cool
bullshit.
thing about it.
We got one more question.
You don't have any friends.
Does someone
that
have a
you
question
have friends that
in the
have
audience?
Facebook?
Any questions? You have a question?
Because I keep it under
Okay.
100. I will delete you in a heartbeat.
We got topics on there. We discuss shit.
All right, so tonight,
Share
drinks and
information.
discussion. It was intense. It was interesting. Everybody got involved, and I loved it.
I
I
did.
loved it. Yes, you did, Miss Marsha. Everybody got involved. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Remember, every Thursday at 8 o'clock at La Creme, 8440 Dorchester Road, we have drinks and discussions. Everybody come out, have a drink, and let's discuss grown folk conversation.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Thank you.
Never hear me complain about what I ain't got. Cause if I want it, I'ma go get it. Yeah.